Peace. It's your little brother. It's your big brother. However you see fit. That only implies that we in this together. Now this is a quick impromptu on happiness. Um, Happiness has to be the second most confused word behind love, and it's women that's using it to run amok. Um, to destroy things, ruin relationships, abandon their kids, children, pardon me. Happiness. It isn't called the pursuit of happiness for no reason. It is the pursuit of happiness, implying not only that it's goal oriented, but that you've planned and you know how to obtain the goal, that you know what you're going after. Happiness, in a small sense, is an emotional response to an outcome. But what people are doing is pursuing pleasure, um, trying to collect as many moments where they're laughing and having a good time, girls' trips, hanging out, creeping, sneaky links, all of this stuff that they're doing in the name of happy, being happy. All of these are just selfish moments of maybe a good time, not even a quality time, just maybe a good time. Maybe somebody scratching you where you have an itch at. That's being equated to happy, going out and having a few drinks. You could be having a good time, but if your goal is to sit around and have drinks, if your goal is to sit around and be on the, as the white boy used to say, the cock carousel, then you, my sister, are very low indeed. Brothers, do not tolerate this. Do not tolerate it. The pursuit of happiness should never destroy teams, families, units, brotherhoods, sisterhoods. For joy is a team sport, happiness is an individual sport. So, even, for example, even when you get married or on a team, you shouldn't lose your individuality. By not losing your individuality makes room for you to pursue happiness, right? Maybe you've been green lighted to jack up 4 threes a game, and your goal is to be 75% from the arc. But that shouldn't come in a way that it jeopardizes the team. You shouldn't be taking uh, contested threes and you got a big man that's open down there. Now that apparent happiness or goal you have for yourself becomes selfish and detrimental to the team. And women are allowed to get away with this definition of happiness. Brothers, stop it. Put a stop to it. And if you're a female watching these videos, stop it. Your individual pursuits of pleasure is not pursuits of happiness. Joy comes from doing what you're meant to do. If you are a mother, you get joy out of mothering. That's a continuous thing. That's every day. That's when you wake up and when you go to sleep. Same with a father. if you're a teacher, a minister, whatever, you get joy out of doing your job. Joy is more of you being aligned with who you are, having some type of self identity. Maybe a circumstance gives you an identity, but you're aligned with it. See, joy is a lot better. It implies that you are a benefit to the team, a benefit to the group, a benefit to the brotherhood, a benefit to the family. You're playing your part. Every day somebody needs you. Every day somebody needs that hug or that embrace, that salute that we do to each other as brothers. Those positive affirmations that we're not ashamed to accept nor cast on our brothers. That's joy. And maybe you have a goal to do that to 5 brothers a day, 5 sisters a day. That can make you happy. But to take this emotional response where happiness requires an emotional response to where you're setting a goal or doing something, you're only going to have to do something else. So in that sense, you're chasing happiness, and it's to be pursued. Women are to be pursued, not chased. Happiness is to be pursued, not chased. There's a big difference. So it's a lot of confusion from my perspective and experience, not only around what love is, but what happiness is. Again, happiness is not designed to destroy the unit. Happiness is designed that you keep your individuality within the unit. But far too many of our sisters, women, are using this as a reason to exit, using this as a reason to cheat, using this as a reason to neglect and ignore their own children. Because they've been lied to or hyped up about a girl's trip, or you need to be doing this and doing that. And these women are breaking their budgets. Their spending habits is bad, all in the name of happiness. Man, soldiers, get that shit together. Check that, man. Come learn your manhood. Come learn your godhood. Learn the arts and sciences. Put that shit in check, man. Put it in check. Relationships are either they have conditions or requirements, and depending on which is needed or has to be met, you got to know these things. You got to know these differences. It's clarity. You have to be cleared. You have to have clarity, because you have to know where you're going if you're going to steer your own ship. Man, tell them to go somewhere with that selfish rendition of happiness. Quit destroying the unit. Quit neglecting your children. Peace. I'm out.